Hi, I'm Nikki Kahn.
And I'm Morgan Siegfried.
And we're from Temple Women's Soccer, and you're watching Owl Sports Update.
Hello, Owl fans, and welcome to another edition of Owl Sports Update. Alongside Matt Plunkett, I'm Joe Polinsky. Coming up, we'll have all the details about the football team's big weekend test at Happy Valley.
Plus, we'll tell you about a last-second win for the field hockey team, and one soccer player picks up a big honor. But first things first. The Temple football team is looking to avenge its last-second loss against Villanova in this weekend's matchup with Penn State. Temple has struggled in the past 3 years against the Nittany Lions, but the Owls believe anything can happen, especially if they don't beat themselves, like they did in Week 1. Drew Wallace has more.
It's no easy task, even for the best of teams. On Saturday, the Owls are heading to State College to play the 5th-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Temple is coming off a tough season-opening loss in the Mayor's Cup, where they outplayed Villanova but turned the ball over 5 times in a 3-point loss.
It's never easy. It's never easy, but I think, you know, finally getting into game week has helped us move forward. But it's not easy. I mean, you don't get over a game where you turn the ball over 5 times. You just don't get over it.
We expected so much, and for us to come out and actually give the game away how we did, it just hurt so much. So we're going to learn from our mistakes and see what we can do this week.
The Owls will have to play a much better game if they hope to defeat Penn State. Last year, they gave up 45 points and lost their starting quarterback in front of a packed house at Beaver Stadium.
To compete and win the game up there, we'd have to play a really mistake-free game. They've been so much better than us, so much superior than us. You know, the last 3 years, you know, I think it's like 123-3 or something over the last 3 years against them. We've been outgained by over 800 yards, so it's a tall order.
The team has been preparing for the game by practicing with artificial crowd noise and the Penn State fight song to help them deal with the hostile environment on Saturday.
Now we got some guys that are used to the environment, you know, been there before. You know, we could tell the other younger guys, you know, what to expect, you know, what to do, what not to do.
The Owls have never beaten Penn State up at State College, but stranger things have happened in college football.
Watching all the college games I did over the past weekend, there was a lot of upsets, so you never know. They could be looking past us. They may not even be thinking about us. They might be getting ready for, Iowa. You know, who knows? So, you know, this is the best time to catch them off guard.
Reporting for Owl Sports, I'm Drew Wallace.
After a tough test against Penn State, Temple will come back to Lincoln Financial Field to face the defending MAC champions, Buffalo. 2 more notable games in the Owl schedule include a home matchup against Army and a big road game against the Navy.
Coming off a 2-2 draw against the College of Charleston, the women's soccer team opened a weekend homestand against non-league foes Wagner and Albany. The Owls were victorious in both matches 2-1 and 4-3. Sophomore midfielder Nikki Kahn, who helped kick off our show just a few minutes ago, continued where she left off from last season, netting 4 of the Owls' 6 goals. The weekend performance brought Kahn's season total to an 8-10 leading 6 goals after 6 games. The sophomore tallied both goals in the 2-1 win over Wagner and 2 goals in the 4-3 win against Albany, earning her 8-10 Player of the Week honors.
Now to the men's side, where JT Noon and the rest of the Owls squad headed into a weekend tournament, but the results did not go as planned. The Owls suffered 2 shutout losses to William & Mary and Old Dominion. This leaves Noon still 1 assist short of breaking the all-time school record. There was one bright spot. Noon and Max Kinderwater earned tournament honors. The Owls will look to get on the board in their next game against Penn on the 18th.
After a week hiatus, the women's field hockey team returned to work at Lafayette last Friday. The Owls defeated the Leopards 1-0 thanks to Sharice Young's second-half goal. But the bigger game came 2 days later when the Owls returned home for a matchup against Rutgers. The Owls came into this contest a 1-0 winner over Lafayette and hoped to give coach Amanda Janney her 50th career win on North Broad Street. We pick it up early in the first half with the Owls taking a shot that just misses the net, thus keeping the Owls down 2-1. Temple tried again later in the half, and again the shot goes wide right, keeping the score the same. Late in the game, it's tied up at 3 goals apiece, with Temple scoring the go-ahead goal on the restart with just 1 minute and 15 seconds left in regulation. And this proved to be enough to seal the victory for the Owls. Rutgers, however, did have one last shot, but Temple escapes this one with a 4-3 win.
The men's golf team looked a bit off last season's 4th place finish in the A10 with its first tournament of the year. The Owls headed into the Navy Golf Classic and came out with an 11th place finish. Senior Eric Plisco had the best score for the Owls with a 74. The team hits the course again Friday at a tournament hosted by St. John's. Now to the court, where the men's tennis team looked to open its season on a strong note, and the Owls certainly did. Temple won 3 singles matches and 2 doubles matches through the weekend tournament at Navy. The sibling combo of Philip and Casper Rams dominated the tournament, winning their singles and doubles matches. The Owls look for continued success in their next tournament on October 10th at Lehigh.
Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Owl Sports Update, but remember, you can track the Cherry and White anytime by logging on to owlsports.com.
For Joe Polinsky, the rest of the Owl Sports team, I'm Matt Plunkett. Thanks for watching.